We're back on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis. And again, all week long, we're at O'Brien and Levine. That means we're doing our specialty show On the Record, featuring some of the best law firms and litigators in Massachusetts and throughout New England. My co-host, of course, my backup when it comes to litigation is Mark Z from Mark Z Legal Staffing.
Great to be with you, Jeff. I feel like we're in the legal NBA finals.
Oh. You're so happy today. Our next guest, he's got a broad practice. Does a lot of work with startups, does work with IP litigation. It'd be interesting talking to him. We're talking about Doug Hartman from Hartman Leone. Sorry about that.
That's all right. He's not here, so we can talk about him behind his back.
Great. Thank you very much. So tell us a little bit about the firm first, and then we'll get into your specialty.
The firm is small. We keep it small. It's John and myself, and that's it. We do work with groups of attorneys. We have specialized groups that we work with on a daily basis. We kind of set it up that way in order to avoid you come to us and then you get handed off to an associate type issue. So when you come to us, you get personalized service. We're the ones who answer the phone. We're the ones who call you back, and we're the ones that are going to court for you. We've both been practicing. I've been practicing 18 years. He's just a little bit longer than I. I started on my own in 2010. Left the law firm life to try to find something better, or at least work for myself and try to service my clients the way I thought they should be serviced instead of being told how to do it. And secondly, John joined me in 2012, and we've been going ever since.
Excellent. How did you and John connect? Was he a colleague that you knew in the field?
John was a colleague from days past. I want to say we probably worked together 14, 15 years ago at a firm. I moved on to different things. He stayed there, and when he was ready to leave, I had always told him when he's ready to leave, I think we'd make a good partnership, so
Excellent.
Give me a call, and he did.
Excellent.
And why did you pick the specialty areas that you're in?
I guess just because I'm interested in them, in part. And in part, when I started, I was new to Boston. I'm from upstate New York, so I didn't really have any connections. So I started in an insurance defense firm because that's the job I could find while I was in law school. Not to say anything bad about that, of course. You got a lot of practice in court and a lot of practice trying cases. So it was a very good start, and it just sort of evolved into handling these clients. They're usually business clients, and trying to help them out with their other problems that they had. So it evolved into the corporate work, and it evolved into, which of course is hand in hand with a lot of IP work.
IP is very hot, literally hot right now, and especially in a lot of different directions. What type of IP litigation do you do as far as your practice?
We do mostly patents and trademarks. I think there was one copyright in there along the way. I partner with a firm called Bay State IP. We do a lot of work together. I do their litigation, and they do the copyright, trademark, and patent work directly.
Excellent.
And I've been doing that work with them for, I want to say 3 or 4 years now.
So let's say hypothetically, a client calls me last week and says, I can go online and trademark my logos, my names of my products. What do you think of that?
Doing it online?
Yeah.
People do it all the time. You can form corporations online, too. And maybe that's appropriate for somebody who just has a small idea and they don't have much money to start out. But I think as you get down the road and you're looking at investors and you're looking at expanding your business, perhaps, you want to make sure you have a good foundation. Part of what we do, or what I do, is when you're working with a startup, I don't like to charge them out of the business, I guess you could say. My initial charges are very low, so they can get started. I'd rather do work with them going forward, helping them with their contracts, maybe commercial real estate issues with landlords, things like that. I'd much rather work with somebody long-term and have a close relationship than just have people grinding through.